when you start looking at team concepts more. But I think it always, for me, comes down to what is the level of the skill of the kids. So like I gave the point before, if I don't have kids that can dribble, receive, pass, and play 1v1, and I should actually do the correct order. If they can't dribble, they can't play 1v1, then they can't pass, and they can't receive. If I don't have all four of those in that order, I don't worry about tactics outside of spreading out and closing the middle on defense. So spreading out on offense, closing the middle on defense. And the reason for that is I think your time and their time is much more well spent developing the tools necessary to be successful to play versus trying to teach tactics when if they can't control the ball and every time it hits them, it bounces away from them, they just don't have enough skill to actually implement what you're teaching them. I don't know if does that answer your question? So that's my personal belief, and that's in the documentation, because my experience tells me if kids don't have a base level of skill, and you can even flip it to like school. I can't ask a child to read a book, let alone a page, if he can't pronounce letters. He can't put a couple of letters together to make structure and then read a word. If he can't do that stuff, how can I expect him to be able to read a page or even a sentence to a book? It's impossible. So it's the same kind of concept, just flipped towards the game. If they don't have the base level of skill necessary, I cannot expect them to be successful doing more. That's why when you look at the methodology, the curriculum, all the training, especially for younger kids, is less than 5 versus 5. Because that way they get more touches, more reps, more decisions, more actions. Whereas like, a lot of you might have kids playing 77, you're like, they're probably not ready for this. They're not ready for this. Unfortunately, U.S. soccer hasn't set that way. And I think it's a complete fallacy, but it's not going to change just because of money. That's a separate conversation. But the point is, the kids are not ready for that. So that's why we want to try and structure the training to be this, so we can improve them to be ready for it.